Hello, weird and wonderful interwebs. It is I, David, least fit of the Hewletts, and possibly of all of my fellow nerds as well. Here with another Burn and Learn. This is a post-birthday Burn and Learn. And a Burn and Learn, in case you don't know, is my bid to stay alive and fit long enough to raise my amazing son, and to enjoy the coming twilight years with my brilliant, beautiful wife, Jane. I hate exercise. It's boring, so I like to learn something while I'm doing it. I like to share what I learned with you in the sweatiest, most miserable, self-indulgent, and now much older way possible. Today, I took it easy today because it has been a number of days off, shall we say. I really wanted to take it easy. I had my birthday coming up. I was feeling a bit grim, and I gotta say, I feel a bit guilty saying this, but one of my best birthdays ever, if not possibly my best birthday ever. My wife, my kid, they made cakes, they made cookies, they let me watch trashy movies, and we all sort of cozied up and had pizza, and I got Zoom bombed by all my friends on a call. I did this call, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get together with all my, and then all of a sudden all my family showed up, and it was lovely, and chaos, and my usual, the usual complete and utter anarchy that is my life was rendered online, and it was just, it was absolutely glorious. And it goes a long way to make you realize how little presents and expensive dinners and all that stuff really means in the scheme of things, because the reality is just cozying up with the family and hanging out with people was just was all I needed. I mean, I got a raincoat. That was my present this year. It was a very nice fashionable raincoat. But I know that Jane and Baz were a little nervous because they couldn't get stuff, obviously, because of what's going on. But I didn't care. It was like the best. It was like the best time. And then I did my first sort of live science, technology, engineering, arts, and math stream on Twitch with the STEAM Sisters and Q, who thank you so much to all of you for that. It was fantastic, playing with yeast and talking about stuff and just basically geeking out online. And it's the first time I've done a purely sort of almost Tech Bandits based Steam stuff. And that's, again, this is the stuff I'm trying to explore. Like, what can I be doing with the kids? So I'm playing with this yeast stuff now, thinking maybe that's something they might be interested in. I just got a document sent me by one of my Tech Bandits who's written a whole document on their COVID distance censoring sensor, which I'm really impressed with. One of my PC gaming kids has already started posting videos based on sort of notes we'd given during our first session, so I'm kind of amazed at that. This is a kid who was not really interested in a lot of the online learning stuff we'd be doing, and now he's actively, pursuing some online stuff. And of course, I'm being helped out in that whole process by another kid who I basically got into this PC building stuff back when I first started. He's now like my PC pro. So it's kind of wonderful, I gotta say. I know there's an apocalypse going on. I know I feel really guilty saying how much I'm enjoying this, but I think you make the most of what you've got, and boy, I've got a lot. I mean, it's just amazing. So the other thing I did this weekend was we had a 38 minutes Stargate viewing party, and it was just this roaring great success. We had lots of great questions, lots of great comments. I found myself really enjoying an episode that I didn't think I liked. I didn't remember liking it, and I guess because it was early on, it was tough, and people were stumbling around trying to figure out what they were doing, but it's a really fun episode to watch, and it was really great to watch it with the kid. The kid actually wants to keep watching now. He's like, why do we have to wait for these co-viewing things? I want to watch it, every night. So that's a good sign. It's kind of fun watching Dad not entirely screw up too bad, and get angry at other people other than than him for a change. So yeah, kind of a gloriously great weekend. The learn part of my Burn and Learn this week was, I don't know if I talked about this already, but was generators. So just the way you can have, they're basically like routines that automatically set themselves up and work to iterate through things. They don't automatically set themselves up, but they are set up in such a way that they iterate through stuff. So it's a way of bringing data into a program without having to bring in the entire file. Like if you're looking at huge amounts of numbers, you don't want to bring the entire file in and process it. You want to process it line by line, and that's what generators are amazing for. I also learned about how to use the HTTP parser, which allows you to sort of scrape the internet. So you can also, and then I'm not sure what the URL one was called, but you can go out and get a URL, process it line by line, pull out the stuff you want. There's JSON stuff, so you can actually pull out the title and then the data on each one. Really cool. So there's gonna be a lot of fun to play with that, and I'm looking forward to figuring out how I'm going to use Python for that. I originally got into Python because I wanted to do big data stuff. And I see why it's so perfect for it, because it's just so great at manipulating that stuff. We got some lights temporarily up that right now annoyingly react just to my voice. Maybe not annoyingly, maybe it's fantastic. But I want to set them up on the Amazon device. I won't say that, otherwise it'll start yelling at me. And just add a little bit of light here. It didn't work in the kitchen. It looked a bit like a strip joint. So I was allowed to bring them down here, and I've soldered them together, and it's kind of cool. I'm kind of looking forward to getting them sort of properly rigged in. But it has made me very aware of some very bad plastering I've done. So, and I'm thinking about some reorganizing. Oh my God, it's spring. Spring is in the air. I must change everything. So look, until we geek again, thank you for a great weekend. Thank you everybody who sent birthday greetings, whether they were pleasant or unpleasant. I appreciated them all, probably the unpleasant ones even more, because frankly they were funny. And thank you everybody for joining us for the Stargate viewing. I will do another one in 2 weeks, whatever the next episode is. I'll look it up. I will find out. I will tell you. And I will be doing more of these Steam things in the days ahead. So you can look forward to those as well. So until we geek again, sweaty or not, thank you all very, very much, and happy birthday to me. Cheerio!